The great writer Ernest Hemingway lived just up Sherbourne Street back in the 20s when he worked for the Toronto Star. Here's what Ernest had to say in 1923 about our fair city. It couldn't be any worse. You can't imagine. I won't describe it. Not exactly a rave review. Of course, a lot of things have changed since then. For one thing, the sun also rises. And here's what Ernest's granddaughter has to say about our city now.
I love Toronto, but I think it's different than back in the 20s. I think it was probably, it wasn't New York City, it wasn't Paris. And I think that the problem was that he was living in Paris. My father was born here. They came back from Paris because he thought the doctors wouldn't be any good in Paris, that he didn't want a French doctor that he couldn't understand, so he came back to Toronto to have his son. And I think, when you compare to Paris, that's not fair. So probably to him, and he was enamored with Europe. So I think take it with a grain of salt. He still lived here.
Yeah. At 49, Marilee Hemingway is quite a woman. She's smart, she's beautiful, she's full of piss and vinegar. She's got lots of advice, in case you're like me and feeling a little old.
I've never felt better about who I am. I actually love myself. I know that sounds kind of creepy and weird, and I would have thought that was an odd thing to say, but I actually really appreciate who I am. And that comes through life experience. I don't think 20 years ago I could have said that because it was a different part of my development. And I hadn't learned the things I've learned about my family and all these different things. So, I think through experience you get to feel who you are. I think age is really a gift. It's a gift of your understanding of self. It's a gift of wisdom. It's a gift of, I don't give a hoot anymore. It's about being comfortable in your skin. And that doesn't happen in your youth. Sometimes it does if you're lucky. I try to implement that with my girls. I'm like, love every moment. Love who you are. Be in the present moment. It's really hard when you're young and you're searching outside yourself.
I think I've just met the quintessential celebrity Moonlight Lady. Check out my column in the Sunday paper. See what I mean. Mike Strobel for the Toronto Sun.